Hey, welcome back to the channel. We are here in Reno, Nevada to attend our son's 2025 Jim Mack Western Conference Championships. Now, we're used to going to places where it's warm. This is a little different because it was snowing this morning. But come along with us to see what we're doing before the gymnastics event. We're a cool place. I think you're going to like this, so stay tuned. So, honey, where are we?
We are at the National Auto Museum in Reno, Nevada.
I tell you what, this place is so cool. We have not been there yet, but take a look around here. Look at this horse's carriage right here.
Look at this behind us.
It's unbelievable.
Thomas Edison drove one of these, it says. So.
That's true. And it's divided into 4 sections. We have the older cars here, the horses' carriages, and we move into the early Model A's, Model T's, and then into the, what I call the cars. I want to see the supercars, and then
movie cars.
The movie cars after that. These made her here. So come along with us and see what we can find today.
I was just reading this sign. This is an electric vehicle. I referenced this as Thomas Edison ordered one of these. It was his first car, and women preferred it because it was quiet and smooth.
So wait for Tesla. We have a 1912 electric car here.
Baker.
Isn't that something else? Like you said, there's the steering mechanism. It's 1912 Baker electric car.
Check this out. Lighting.
What is it?
Lighting.
Oh, look at that. Or it's the valves. Actually, you put flowers in it.
Oh, okay.
Light.
I thought it was
lights at the top. No,
oh, got it.
on the roof.
A dome. Okay.
Yeah.
I thought it was a light.
This is the way it started. Starting a blacksmith.
Look at this. Almost looks like I'm thinking those big bicycles with a big one wheel in the back. And
oh, that's true. Like the old style bicycles?
Yeah. And then like a jump seat. And then reading the specs, this was purchased and steam powered, hence this, from inventor J.W. Schutz, who was displaying it at Elmira, New York County Fair in the fall of 1891. Villian, I'm not sure that that's how you say that, but he bought it on the spot and sent it to a carriage builder to make it more attractive and provide improvements.
Harrah Maxwell, this is the car that started it all. This is the collection that John A. Harrah first acquired, and then from there went to another, 1,200 cars.
I have to laugh because it says that this was Harrah's first and worst collector car.
That's pretty funny. 1911, a Maxwell. He always liked to acquire cars and improve them. He bought this in 1947.
It says that Maxwell recalled, "I hopped up the Maxwell as I hopped up about every car I owned. With new red paint because all of them were blue," it says. What's interesting to me is that where it's rubber here was initially linoleum.
Linoleum? In 1903, Duryea brothers built the first gasoline American car is the question. In 1903, Cadillac, look at that.
Many publications credit Charles and Frank for the first successful American gasoline-powered automobile. Actually, Sophronia Reese, Henry Nadig, I'm not sure I'm saying that right, John William Lambert, all built their own gasoline cars well before the Duryeas, but none of them ever went into real production. Credit for that achievement properly goes to the brothers who built 13 vehicles in 1896. That is not a car to scorn.
1900
beep.
Packard. There's an 1899 Winton. What we got here? This 1903 Cameron, 1903 Franklin, 1902 Oldsmobile. Look at that thing.
Oh my gosh, my dad loved Oldsmobiles and Buicks.
No, that's true. 1904 Knox, waterless.
Oh.
Look at
What do you
look
mean
at the baskets.
waterless? What does that mean?
You have to read the description. And then 1903 Ford. This is, I like the baskets on the side. This Knox has the same thing with the carrying baskets on the side.
In 1908, Knox offered both water and air-cooled engines. And by 1910, water cooling was used exclusively. So this one is one of the waterless ones.
So in 1904, this thing was $2,400. That'd been a fortune.
I wonder if that translates to, I won't know, but
yeah.
My brother would probably know.
1908 Franklin.
1903 Ford.
Made in Syracuse, New York.
Look at the little picnic basket, like
that's what I'm saying.
storage and armrest.
That's the same thing on this
Oh, I didn't notice. I was
Knox.
standing in the front, I didn't see it.
1906 Adams Farrell. The only Adams Farrell known to exist. Wow.
Oh, wow. In
1909, White Steam.
1899, Rollin H. White invented a flash boiler that produced steam rapidly and safely for passenger vehicles. In early 1900, 4 steam automobiles were built, in addition to a steam truck for the Denver Dry Goods Company. And this is a 1909 White that's ran on steam.
So the steam one is 1910 White. This is the first gasoline-powered car for the White Car Company, Rollin H. White, Cleveland, Ohio. So Cleveland had a lot going on. And we used to live in Cleveland and going to the museum there.
We didn't
So much
have a
happened in
lot of
Cleveland.
firsts.
Yeah, a lot of firsts in Cleveland. But
First traffic light? First
and
street electric street light?
Street light.
I
And-
don't remember them all, but
Most important, the first river to catch fire. And look at this rotary engine. It's in this atmosphere. It's a 5-cylinder rotary engine. You saw in the video, the actual cylinder heads spin around in circles. And that's basically your distributor, where the spark is generated at the top as all these 5 cylinders spin around in circles. A 9 Ford Model T, 2-lever. Come down here, this old 1910 Oldsmobile. Look at that thing.
that makes me think of A Christmas Story because his dad was an Oldsmobile man.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
1910 Stern. I do remember that. I don't see a sign on this one here. 1910 Stearns.
Could be on the other side.
3060 Limousine. FB Stearns. Another one from Cleveland. Another Cleveland manufacturer. So it's crazy. 4 of these manufacturers are all from Cleveland.
We had no
You
idea.
think it'd all be Detroit, right? In that area?
I guess that developed
Okay.
later.
Thomas Model 18 rear entrance tonneau. The back right there folds down in the back.
Okay.
Over here you see the little latch. Look
Like
at
bucket
this. 1907 Thomas Slaughter.
Wait, it has it anymore. Remember bucket seats? Fold the
What
seat
movie
down
was
to the
this
back?
in?
It looks familiar. It wasn't.
Was this The Great Race?
Oh, here.
They started here.
Here
See,
you
like
go.
right here, New York to Paris. They start New York all the way through, over to Japan, then over through Russia, and then ended up in Paris. Started February 12th, 1908, ended July 30th, 1908. Look at some of this craziness in the mud.
22,000.
60 horsepower, all extra tires, duffel bags, extra fuel.
Cool.
1913 Crit. KRIT, Detroit. Kenneth Critton. This 1911 Franklin is sleek.
Oh, wow.
1913 Pierce Arrow.
This is huge.
Buffalo, New York.
It's huge.
It is huge. 3 rows.
Uh-huh.
Hey, it's the first expedition.
No way.
Yeah, I'm joking.
Oh, I didn't read the thing. I thought you were serious.
1913 Cadillac.
You got me.
13 Mercer.
It's pretty.
Astutes.
Oh, this is a Rolls, the one we were admiring from the other side.
This is a 1910 Rolls Royce.
Silver Ghost Tourer.
1910, this was $7,500. That's a lot of money back in 1910.
Mhm.
Same thing. It has 3
Right,
rows of
rows.
seating.
Oh, look. This. Oh, I guess that one stays that way so you can get in and out.
Well,
Or maybe
it probably
moves.
turns around.
Probably moves.
Look at that dash and all the gauges. 1914 Model T.
Oh,
I drove one of those. And Model A.
now this looks like it's from a gangster movie.
It's 1914 Fiat. 1918 Stanley engine, using steam car. Look at that steam.
One of their own design.
Yeah.
Manufacturer and patent. 2-cylinder.
All the hoses on the side.
Does it say double acting locomotive type cylinder?
So this car
Oh,
here,
Rambler.
take a look at this. You might have seen this car somewhere before. Where have you seen this car before? It's a famous movie scene. They pull up outside a ship. And that ship was the Titanic, in the movie Titanic. This is the actual car that was in the movie, 1912 Rambler.
Nice.
Kenosha, Wisconsin. Lippert Stewart, 1914. Another Franklin. Down here, you got a Model T
1911.
Roadster. You got a Buick, 1914. There's another electric car up here, Detroit Electric. Take a look at this, look at the battery bank in here. So again, the battery upgrade costs almost as much as 2 Fords.
Wow.
1914, you can order this electric car as an upgrade.
Notice the Edison batteries. They were made of nickel and iron instead of the standard lead acid cells. They were lighter and stronger, but at $880 they were an expensive option. A base 1914 Model T Ford sold for $550. That wasn't much of a problem for John D. Rockefeller Jr., who owned and drove this actual car.
Wow, this is from Rockefeller's collection.
Mm-hmm.
Like this is the charging thing here. Look at this.
Oh, wow.
AC line switch. So you charge it, and there's a 1915 Scripps Booth overhead valve V8 back there. Made over 1 million Model Ts in 1915, by 1915.
Oh.
1914 Imp.
It's like a race car.
It costs just a penny a mile to run.
Oh, wow.
You could buy a horse and buggy for about 150 bucks. When Bill arrived, cost went considerably higher. Henry Ford wanted to produce all the Model Ts. What else to say here?
He said he proved the skeptics wrong with the Model T.
The production of the Imp cycle car stopped at the end of 1914. It's a very simple design.
An infinite number of speeds with no gears.
Well, you see, so it's direct drive. Engine comes here. See the belt comes along here, the rear wheel.
Oh.
Now this one here, this is 1912 International. Look at the first pickup truck, so to speak. Look at the chain drive. You got a chain, so it's a mid-engine design. Engine is right there. Goes back here, and then gear reduction. Look at the leaf springs on this thing. $950 for this in 1912. International Harvester.
This looks.
Please sign the guest book. It's like an old hotel check-in.
It is.
It's your room key. Oh, please do not touch. Oh, great. I just broke the rules.
A jump seat.
Yeah, 1925 Talbot. What's this Weber bread truck back here? You got a cab stand.
It's so cute. It's so little.
Oh, look at that.
Look, it's got Charlie Brown on it.
1973 battery box over there.
Oh, wow.
Experimental Electric, 1973. This record held, see if I can read this, 25 horsepower General Electric motor. So this 1973 battery box over here hit 173 miles an hour, all electric, in 1973.
Oh, wow.
Wow.
That little bread box van, I guess. I don't know what I was going to say, bread box. But anyway, the bread delivery van is just too cute.
Yeah, I agree.
What is this?
Old taxi.
Oh, yeah.
Like this 1932 Lincoln Murray. Look at this thing.
Ooh,
What that is over there.
that is nice.
It's a Packard, 1938 Cadillac. And an old fuel truck. A little merchandising. Merchandise is always good, but let me turn around and take a look at these cars behind me. Unbelievable. So now we're in the 1917 through like late 30s. Look at these things. You got Franklin's again, Cole, Holmes. Frontmobile, 1918. This is the only frontmobile in existence.
Oh,
Wow.
I wonder who owned it. Does it say?
I don't know. 1921 Sheridan. Well, this is interesting. The 1921 Holmes. The company went under. This is another Ohio company from Canton. It was embezzlement, not engineering, that doomed the car company.
Uh-oh.
People were stealing money from the company.
Uh-oh.
Chrysler, Phaeton, donated by Harrah's Hotels and Casinos. 1920. This is our first Chevrolet. 1923 Chevrolet. 23 Skidoo, OU Kid, and the Cat's Pajamas. This is a Charleston rip roaring through the decade. Oh, look at this go-kart. 1920 Briggs and Stratton. It says not a toy. It looks like a toy to me. No, you see adults riding it. It's like an old Radio Flyer sled, and they put an engine on it.
Yeah. Cool.
Another St. Clair, another Franklin, overlay.
Studebaker. 1924.
1924 Studebaker.
Uh-huh.
Another steam car, 1924 Brook Streamer. Women can take it easy when they drive a Brook. The 1934 Ford 1.5 ton flatbed truck. There in the middle, it says Pitchfork Ranch. Reminds me of an Eagles song.
Flatbed Ford. This was custom built for General Douglas MacArthur's first wife. A 1923 question mark Dodge.
There's another sign, 1922 Dodge Brothers. 116 WB Custom Victoria, built for General Douglas MacArthur.
Just 6 years after organizing Dodge Brothers Inc., both John and Horace Dodge died. John of influenza and Horace of pneumonia. Oh, gosh.
Dang.
Fred J. Haynes took over as president upon their deaths. In 1925, the Dodge family sold the Dodge Brothers Company to investment bankers Dillon Reed and Company. And then the bankers Reed and Company in 1928, bankers sold Dodge Brothers Inc. to Walter P. Chrysler. And the Dodge Marquis became a division of Chrysler. All the way back in 1922.
Fire truck. What year is the fire truck?
1926.
1926 fire truck. And this is a 1926 Franklin engine.
This truck captured 51% of the U.S. truck market.
Now, look at this old jack down here. It's not hydraulic, it's a mechanical jack for lifting vehicles up. And then you got this 1926 Franklin engine, air-cooled motor. I never heard of it.
Packards, every part a genuine Packard part.
I never heard of a Cunningham,
I
1919
never.
Cunningham.
Or a Morgan, for that fact.
I've heard of Morgan.
Had not.
So the Cunningham, the emphasis was on quality, luxury, elegance, and high style. The Morgan, built in England, that's why you probably haven't heard a lot about it.
Cunningham made horse-drawn carriages until 1950.
Buick.
Look at that. It's beautiful.
1937 Buick.
It reminds me of gangsters or something.
Oh yeah, Packard next to it. Wow, look at this thing. This is another rotary engine.
Lincoln.
Oh, that's why I said this
Old
yellow.
folks were comfortable with stagecoaches.
1927 Lincoln, made in Detroit. Look at this thing. But again, we come to another rotary engine. Look at this rotary engine back here.
Oh, wow.
Air cooled. It has the fans on top. The thing spins around. This is a 1925 Julian sports coupe. 60 horsepower, 268 cubic inches.
1925 McFarlane, often called the American Rolls-Royce.
So you see why. So look at this. This is the 1925 McFarlane. Look at the design.
Uh-huh.
You have the rear back there. You have the front drivers kind of on the outside. Come back over and take a look at this Rolls-Royce.
Okay.
Similar
Gotcha.
design.
Yeah.
Except luggage went on top.
Separate the driver from
Driver from
the riffraff driver from the
yes.
royalty.
Look at this. This is the 1934 Chrysler Airflow 5-passenger coupe. Look at this sleek design for 1934.
Hudson. That makes me think of Cars, the movie.
Yeah. Oh, Doc.
Doc.
9 Mercury 998 Town Sedan.
What's this little thing? Austin?
So it's a takeoff of the British company Austin Stevens and had made the Austin Healey. So this is the American version. This is 1933 Austin American. Too small for its time.
Oh,
Because people didn't like it.
factory closed in 32 and successful Florida car dealer Roy S. Evans purchased the company and Austin's began rolling off the production line again. Oh, in 1940 and 41, the company produced Jeeps for the U.S. Army.
I've driven 3 Model A's, and so they're a lot of fun to drive. 1925 Duesenberg.
Okay.
I love Duesenbergs. So this is a 1928 Chevrolet pickup, National Series AB, built in Detroit. Right next to it, we have a 1929 Ford closed cab pickup. Look at that. Here's a Ford B Deluxe Roadster. It has a rumble seat in the back. You see the rumble seats way in the back of these
Oh, yes.
two.
Oh, yeah.
This is a Packard 9th series of rumble seat. Love rumble seats. There's an Essex.
Huh?
Ooh,
Bugatti.
1931 Bugatti. Missing radiator cap. What if someone stole it? That'd be irritating. LaSalle.
The South.
Look at this Studebaker. 1933 Studebaker.
Ooh, a Lincoln Zephyr. Look at that car.
This Lincoln Zephyr here. Or the
Yes, it's beautiful.
That is
And
very
this is nice too, the Plymouth.
1939 Plymouth. So, where'd you see a car like this in?
This?
Yeah, no, 39 Plymouth. I go grease lightning, going up the quarter mile. I go grease lightning.
I certainly would not have paid any attention to the car. back
Oh,
then.
that's true. This is 1937 Aeromobile, experimental sedan. Hit 80 miles an hour back in the day. Only one built. Now look at the go-karts over here.
Is this the first RV?
Before we get to that, you can come look at this Rolls Royce. Yeah, 1921 Rolls Royce. Look at this, all copper. Full sheets of copper were required to make this body panel. Well, make the body panels for this car. This is unbelievable. Look at this rear seat. That has a lot of good copper work right there. 36 Mercedes-Benz. Beautiful automobile fit for a princess. Princess Nina Nadavi, wife of Dennis Conan Doyle, son of Sherlock Holmes creator. This is her car.
Okay. Al Jolson Cadillac?
1933 Al Jolson Cadillac.
Yep. And that day they would, owner's name and serial number would be engraved on a special plate. And Al Jolson was famous in the 20s and 30s, singer and movies. And he ordered this car. It was Cadillac's most expensive 1933 model.
It's an all-weather Phaeton.
Only 126 were produced, and this was number 56.
Look at the engine of this thing. 1921 Ford Model T Camp Car, the only practical and complete car for touring and camping ever devised. Take a look at this thing.
This is too cool.
It is too cool. Look at this. Side beds fold out. You have seating inside. Got your picnic basket thing there. You got your little camp stove. We used white gas back in the day. First RV.
And I guess
Just need to add a cool chill cube on top of there. And I'm joking. Some solar panels, good to go.
I guess these canvas
Yes.
snap down all the way to keep you
Right here, you see it?
warm. Oh, there you go.
Take a look at that. Now you can tour in comfort. The Lamsteed Kampcar. Light and strong and speedy, now oh so different. Best design and construction, Kampcar Company, or Camping Car Company, St. Louis, Missouri.
We believe ours is the only one still in existence with an original camping set containing cooking and eating utensils packed in a small trunk. The camp car could seat 6 adults, provide sleeping room for 4, boasted a folding table, 2-burner stove, 8-gallon water supply, ample ventilation, plus easy stowage of blankets, clothing, and food in several lockers.
Oh, gas pumps, a lot different than the Gulf we did, the Gulf station. So a 2011 McLaren. This is the Mercedes power one, not the Honda powered one. 2011.
This is cool. I've actually never been close to a real
Oh, you
race
haven't?
car. Never.
I've actually sat in one.
Yeah.
I think I was able to get out of it, but I got in one.
I am sure
2005
that
McLaren.
is a challenge.
Another Mercedes. Surprisingly, the Honda powered McLaren's here. It's all Mercedes powered. Look at this 1957 Cyclops.
It's too cute.
It's 64 Bug. Is this the Falcon back here? What is this? No, it's a Studebaker.
Bug.
1966 Studebaker station wagon.
Station wagon. How about that?
Look at that.
Indian.
It's a 1941 Indian motorcycle. Look at this with
The
a sidecar.
sidecar. Yeah.
Look at that sidecar. That is too cool. And we have a 1946 Harley Davidson.
Oh, look at this.
It almost looks like
an ape hanger.
not quite ape
No,
hangers, but
not quite.
they work. The front forks in that thing.
Cars of the Stars.
Stars in the Star.
These were either owned by Stars or used in the movies.
This is actually almost a Cadillac, 1973.
To the King from his father Vernon.
You know, I almost bought a DeLorean.
Who?
I did.
You did?
Yeah. The movies from Ghost Rider, Johnny Blaze.
Oh, wow.
Virgil Exner, designer of a series of Chrysler Dream Cars, 6.4 hardtop, owned by Frank Sinatra. And then we have the Chevrolet G10 van from Onward. Shannon, Austin, you saw that movie. You probably like this. They just glued a bunch of stuff on here, didn't they, on this old G10? 1962 Lincoln Continental.
Assigned to Kennedy as his Florida car.
This is Kennedy's Florida. Oh,
For
okay.
use in Florida.
86 convertible, signed to late John F. Kennedy, President of the United States, for use in Florida. Lincoln, there's the letter right there, Lincoln Mercury Division.
Oh, wow.
That's
There's
pretty cool grill right
John
there.
and Jackie in there. Is it Bobby?
Yeah, Bobby, yeah, in the back. Look at this. Sammy's Beach Bar Rum. Look at this setup. Got surfboards on top in this old Chevrolet. This old 210 Woody of 1956. Got their hats. They're ready to hit the beach.
Cabo Wabo.
Some Cabo Wabo stuff down here. We get Cabo Wabo. Sammy over there.
Sammy.
Little Sammy Hagar. Ghostbusters. Okay, that makes sense. And that one is from Looper. Look at Chris on that motorcycle. There's a segue from Paul Blart as far as Mall Cop. That was a great movie.
Oh,
1948 Tucker. There's the engine. Very simple distributor design. Fuel goes there. Vacuum. And then 74 Dodge Monaco. The Bluesmobile.
Yeah.
This before they put the big speakers on stuff on it.
said 1953 John Wayne Chevrolet Corvette convertible. This Corvette was the 51st built and was purchased new in October 1953 by John Wayne. They said they stepped up and built the first Corvette as a dream car for the New York City Motorama in January 1953.
A little Jurassic Park. The old Explorer. Get yourself some dyno gear. We'll get to that thing out there for a land speed record in a second. We got a Tesla Roadster here in 2008. 27 were built. One of them is in outer space.
This vehicle was the 10th ever produced, July 7th, 2008.
Lotus. I used to love Lotus. And all kind of mechanical issues.
Oh my gosh, I loved Herbie.
Herbie, and then you got the 49,
James Dean.
the Mercury.
One of the most famous movie cars in history.
1938 Phantom Corsair.
Only one built.
Designed by Russ Hines. The
Heinz Ketchup family.
Yeah.
And Maurice Schwartz, Bowman and Schwartz, custom body firm. Heinz died shortly after the Phantom was completed, ending plans to go into limited production.
It was featured as the Flying Wombat in 1938 movie, The Young and the Heart. starring Paulette Goddard, Janet Gaynor, Billy Burke, and Douglas Fairbanks. Here's Lana Turner's Chrysler, 1941. Look at this thing. Your seat back here. You do have a top that comes up right there. And the little Barbie. That's cute.
It is cute.
1960. Look at the nose on the thing. There's the jet turbine engine over there. Yeah, these are all Newman's cars. Mm-hmm. So this is all of his racing cars from his racing collection. Not all of them, but most of them. He was into the GTP and GTS series. Adam Carolla present the Paul Newman car collection. I guess he bought it from him, Adam Carolla.
Sports car went on to secure Newman his first national championship and the award of the President's Cup for overall excellence by the SCCA that year.
Bob Sharp Racing Kendall GT1 winning combination. Soapbox Derby from Ohio.
Your Escort, I think, of my first vehicle I bought myself in 1986.
Not the same. '72 Ford Escort. Here's your Escort, honey.
Oh, that really is an Escort, huh? Okay.
Yeah, but the Escort back there is the radar company out of Ohio.
Yeah.
Radar detection company. Look at this. You got a Buick Skylark in here. Look at the engine of this thing. No, that's a wheel balancer. And then you used to take that and you spin them up like this and bounce them on the vehicle. Oh, a sun scope.
Hi again.
We're still here.
Just as you are.
Well, the crazy part, I've actually used some of these things like this back in the day. Now we use no BD reader. So Don Edwards, owner, Golden Commotion Enterprises, 1964 drag hydroplane engine, 167 miles an hour, quarter mile, with his engine in a 23-foot Rich Hollow wood hull. So a V-drive. Nice. Look at how times have changed here, honey. Now, remember the old gas pump? You used to play around with vehicles that have a gas pump? Now you have this little car area right here. Take a look. You're plugging in your hybrid or your electric car. It's just all about electric cars now. Times have changed. We're in the 30s now, 30s and 40s and 50s. '62.
Edsel.
I like the Thunderbird. I like the convertible version. That's the hardtop that goes inside.
49J.
The Edsel. Oh, Eldorado Cadillac. Look at the Scimitar. Well, I haven't seen one of those in a long time.
A 49 MG.
This is one of my favorite vehicles right here. This is a 1970 Plymouth Roadrunner. This one actually set the world speed record. What year was it? 1987, 216 miles an hour.
Wow.
The first did this, you see, running gasoline without supercharger. 1970 world record was set 206 miles an hour. 79, the car set new record at 211. 81 was raised to 214. Last record set 216 in 1987.
Called his car Fly Rod because at more than 180 miles per hour, it looked and sounded like a jet, with its aerodynamic lines and high tail airfoil. Yeah,
that's like the Daytona Special. It had the rear, like that, rear tail. Then we got a 77 Porsche here. Lotus Ford Racing, open wheel.
65.
55 Ferrari. And of course the good old Faulkner, 1935. A lot of races, especially in Europe. Maybe two old Corvairs here.
Blitz wheelbarrow.
1960, two-door. This is supposed to be the original Corvette. The rear engine design in both of these. Neighbor had 5 of them. Used to drive around in those. They were so cool. 1963 International Scout. No, Jeep Wagoneer.
1993 Yankee Blitz wheelbarrow.
It is a wheelbarrow. Look at that thing with a.
There's a wagon one over here.
And this is a what is this? One of the Hot Rod magazine's top 10 hot rods.
Beatnik Bandit.
In 1961, they built the Beatnik Bandit, which is pretty cool, right? Look at this.
Yeah, looks like
There's a,
Speed Racer.
Does it have a Hemi engine? Which engine is? It has the Oldsmobile over at V8. And then in 1994, they built another one with a Chevrolet LS engine in it. LT1 engine, excuse me, not LS. That is too cool.
you got the Star Wagon.
Briggs & Stratton engine in that, and this one here has water-cooled 4-stroke 150cc Honda Elite motor in it from a moped. 1969 High Flyer trike. It was damaged by an arsonist. There's a 4-cylinder boxer engine in it. 54 Dodge, 65.
Oh, 65. Move the water with your body.
Oh, here,
Well, hang on. What are you supposed to do? Oh.
clean the car. Well, that's enough. Oh, we get you down here. Hey, what are you putting all over here? So here's the Fast and Furious collection. Here's the 1970 Roadrunner, which I love 70 Roadrunners. Look at this.
71 Monte Carlo.
We had a 70 Monte Carlo. It was burnt orange. We had a 70 Monte Carlo. The air conditioning never worked in the thing. Chevrolet Impala.
70 Dodge Charger. I like Dodge Chargers. Oh, good. David had a Chevy Nova.
We had a Nova too. We had a
Yeah.
72 Nova Gladiator from the movie. And of course the Hellcat wide body. Someone made her. Like Tom made her. Not the top. What engine they put in this? It says,
There's my
actually has a V8 in it. Okay. Well, honey, what do you think about this place? This is the National Automobile Museum here in Reno, Nevada. What do you think?
It was an amazing experience, and these history here and all the different types of cars. It was just fabulous.
I tell you what, the amount of vehicles here from way back in the 1800s to today is unbelievable. There's such a collection, and it rotates. Right? For example, in the room we just left, they had the cars from the Fast and the Furious, and they have the collection from Paul Newman here also, as far as his race cars. Would you come back here?
Absolutely. Absolutely. And we're standing by Mater. It reminds me of the kids were little, right?
So let me ask a question here. Talking about the movie Cars. How many of you have children out there that had the DVD player in the vehicle, especially when it was on the back of the headrest, and you heard the same movie over and over and over again, and after a while,
I've never seen it, but you know every word.
you know every word. It's like, you think about Finding Nemo, right? It's like swimming around the sea where the fish can't remember his own name. Boy, I bet you that's frustrating. Have you ever heard that one?
Just keep swimming, just keep swimming.
So we hope you enjoyed this part of the video. We had a great time here in Reno, Nevada. It is National Automobile Museum, one of the top 5 in the nation. The car collection is unbelievable. If you're out here in Reno, Nevada, come check it out.